Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. I've got a very quick video for you today on the Thrustmaster controls. So on the throttle side, we know that there is an indent of a 50%. Now, this is something that has always kind of annoyed me, somewhat just gotten used to it, until I read one of my comments yesterday on the other video I did of this, the initial review and unboxing, and he said one of the mods to do is actually remove the notch for the 50%, and had me thinking, why did I never think of that? I had never even looked up mods for this at all, and I think something like this would make it so much better. So today, we're just gonna jump right into it and do a quick mod for this. There are 8 screws. I'm gonna use a long nose for this because some of these are quite deep. Let's get into this and let's just quickly break these loose. Go. Bit of like Loctite and whatnot on the screws. So once we have that, we'll just take this out and just give us a bit of space. There we go. And then as you can see, right here is where the notch is. There's a lot of grease just to make it smoother. There's the notch. So we'll just take off these 2 screws. Okay, so just be careful when you take this off. There's a lot of grease on the inside there, you can kind of see. And you can actually kind of see the notch just there. And this is spring loaded to give it tension. What we're gonna do is get a bit of tissue paper. So there's the spring, so we can actually just remove that for now. I'll just pop that there. As you can see, is the notch is what we're gonna be getting rid of. So just wipe a bit of this grease off so you can get a better view of it. There we go. Now, there's a lot of ways you can get rid of this. You can file it down, you can get an X-Acto knife. The easiest way that I'm going to get this off is I'm just going to use a Dremel. I don't have any more sandpaper bits, so I'm just using the file here. Let's go outside and attack this. Okay, and here we go. And there we have it. It's as simple as that. Now, if you really wanted to, you could give it a bit of a wet sand to make it extremely smooth. There's a good dollop of grease here that I'm just going to take and I'm just going to lather it back on top and we should be good to go. So let's get this back inside and we'll get it installed. Right, so one thing that I am going to do is, because we've taken the notch off, effectively we've lost a tiny bit of resistance from the spring as it's pushing it the whole time. So ever so slightly, I'm just going to give the spring just a tiny bit more tension to counteract the loss of the notch that we have. We'll pop this back in. There is a little groove inside here, which is fine. Then we'll take this piece of grease. I'll just smear this here, just like so. If you have no grease or you've completely washed it off or wiped it off, you can use any sort of automotive grease, or at least everybody should have some. Some Vaseline will do the job just right. So let's pop this back in here, just like so. It's a bit messy. There's still a good bit of grease on this. Just get this in position, just like so. So it's a bit finicky just trying to get one of the screws lined in, but if you can just get one in, we can get a bit of a bite and just get him in the whole way. Just keep wiping your hands every so often to get rid of the grease. And then this one here is a tiny bit tricky. There we go. We've got a good bite there now. There we go. And it's as simple as that. There you have it, guys. Nice and smooth. It's much better for Flight Simulator. I know the notch was for something like some spaceship games or whatnot. I personally don't play those types of games. As I said in the beginning, it has always annoyed me, but I've just gotten used to it until I read one of the comments about the mods and I started looking into it and discovered how easy it was, and it is an absolute game changer. And for the sake of 10 minutes, you have a completely different controller now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that was helpful. If you did like the video, do give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. With Season Update 3, the beta, I've just got that installed, so we're gonna get into it and we're gonna download a few assets, and there should be some new videos coming soon. Thanks very much for watching, guys.